What is up, everybody? My name is Justin. This is Forever Self-Employed, and in today's video we are going to be cutting some grass. You're going to want to stay tuned to the end because there is a before and after. Also, I did some POV, so I was cutting the grass and I was shooting from my tripod. All of this is shot on a GoPro, by the way. A lot of people ask me how I shoot these, so all this shot off the GoPro. The beginning of it's going to be shot off the tripod, but once I start weed eating, that's going to be off of a head mount, off of a GoPro head mount. So the weed eating and the blowing towards the end of the video are going to be all from a GoPro head mount. It actually came out pretty cool. I'm super excited about it. So stay tuned for the end. You guys are going to really enjoy it. But big shout outs to Dan's Vlogs. I think he was the reason why I started recording my pressure washing jobs, and he does a lot of these grass mowing jobs, and he like names them mow bro, we mow bro and go. I forgot what he names them, something to the tune of go mow bro. So anyway, big shout outs to Dan's Vlogs. I got a couple of things I want to talk to you guys about today. Been trying a new Facebook strategy. I don't know if you guys watched the video last week that I did on the HOA. I did my flower beds, I redid them, and I did like a whole time-lapse deal. So what I did was I cut that clip up into 1 minute and 30 seconds, and then I posted it on my Facebook business page, and then I shared it on my personal profile, and it actually brought me like 2-3 different people were asking me about landscaping, and if they, people know that I do landscaping, but until I posted that little video kind of showing the whole process and everything that goes into it, I, wasn't really getting those calls in. I'm not really trying to do as much landscaping work right now because I have my concession business in full swing, and that's really keeping me busy. I got a couple pressure washing jobs that I'm gonna tell you guys about in a minute. But if there's any way that you can record your jobs and edit them and kind of splice them up and then post them on Facebook, it's going to drive a lot of business your way. So from now on, any job that I do, I'm going to splice it up and then I'm going to post it on my Facebook business page and then share it with my personal page, because that's what gets a lot of attention. And I think that video has like 300 views now on Facebook, and it's just super cool. People will comment on it. People are much more likely to comment on it on Facebook. So that is a Facebook strategy for you guys to get more business. So I did a $30 ad on a pressure washing post, and I had to end the ad. I had 2 quotes that I gave. One was a fence job, and I'll probably do a separate video on this. I just kind of want to let you guys know what's going on with me. So $30 Facebook ad. One was a fence job that was just too big for me to do. So I quoted the guy higher than what I would typically quote. He turned me down. He said, I'll let you know if I want to do it in the future. And I was like, that's super fine. Anytime I don't want to do a job, I just overquote it. If I get it, I'll do it. If I don't get it, it's not really that big of a deal to me. I had another customer during the week text me. They actually live in the neighborhood that I'm in right now. A customer that I'd done like 2 years ago. They said, hey, Justin, you did our house 2 years ago. Would you like to come give us a quote? So I gave them a quote. I will be doing their house next week. Also, another job came off of that Facebook ad. The guy had 2 trailers, and then he had some like a lakefront property. So I'll be doing his pressure washing work next week as well. So I have 2 trailers that I'm going to be doing, and then I have a house that I'll be doing next week, along with all the concession business as well, along with a little bit of vending. School's starting up here in about 3 weeks, so I'm just getting ready for that. I'm trying to get as much money together as I possibly can, because once school starts, then it's going to kind of be holding me up. So you guys can look forward to some pressure washing recap jobs coming up really soon. And I'll be making a video on that Facebook post that I did. I actually did my first one-on-one call. I don't know if you guys remember in a couple past videos where I answered some questions. I told you guys I was going to be doing one-on-one calls. The first guy that I talked to, man, he was a super cool guy. Asked me a ton of questions about the business. I answered them all. He left me a great review. Everything went excellent. If you guys would like to book a one-on-one phone coaching call, I like to provide as much value as possible. And you can book it for as little as 15 minutes if you just want to get a few pointers, a few tips, if you just want to talk through a few things. But I help him with a little bit with his Facebook page. I helped him with the layout of some of his ads, and just answered a few questions just like that anybody would have just jumping into the business. Guy was planning on doing it part-time, so super cool with that. So like I said, I have plenty of jobs coming up. I just did a Facebook post, and with those Facebook posts, what you could do is post them, and then once you get a couple jobs, like just cut off the budget for them, and then re-up on the budget whenever you need some more jobs. Because when it rains, it pours. Because like for a minute there, I didn't have any pressure washing jobs, and I was like, oh well, I'm playing around with some different ideas. I'm making videos on how to get the pressure washing job, so that's super cool. But once the jobs start coming in, it's like they start flowing in. And once you start getting like 5, 6, 7 jobs on top, like one on top of the other, it just gets to be a bit hectic, especially for me because it's not the only thing I do. I do a bunch of other things. So that's why I like to diversify myself, keep things interesting. So like as you guys can see on the screen here, this is all the weed eating portion, and here's the blowing portion. The last thing I want to get into is backpack blowers versus hand blowers. Oh my gosh, if you are still using a hand blower, I gotta tell you, you need to get rid of that thing, especially if it's an electric hand blower. Get a gas backpack blower, especially if you live in a climate where you have to cut the grass often. The backpack blower saved my life. I'll probably do a review on it, but I've had it for like 3-4 years now. It's actually my dad's, but he moved into an apartment, so he's not using it as much. I use it all the time. It's incredible. So we're getting down to the end here. Before and after pictures are about to pop up. So if you guys like to support the channel, you can do so by, there's a link in the description for the Patreon. There's Amazon links to all my pressure washing equipment. If you click through and buy anything within a 24-hour period, I will get a small commission, and I'll greatly appreciate you for that. I have merch down below, and I also do one-on-one phone coaching calls on Facebook, YouTube, and marketing, and everything else in between. So if you guys are interested in that, link down in the description for that below. My name is Justin. This is Forever Self-Employed. And until next time, hustle hard and get that money, baby. Peace.